Dear friends, I am snuggled in bed in the plane, and now I have my own individual bed, so I think it is quite comfortable, and it is very, very noisy. I cannot hear anything, and I kind of cannot hear what I'm talking, but because the airplane is very, very noisy, but I kind of can feel what I'm talking, so cannot fall asleep, so I think why not use this time to do a blah blah blah, and this very monotone and tedious noise at least can help to put you to sleep, which most of you come to my video for this reason. Yeah. And recently I am very, very happy, very relaxed, because I'm on vacation, and it's just a good time of the year for regenerating, for revive. Being a teacher is quite a lucky job, because you get so long time to regenerate, to break, so that you can be better off later on. And this one is really for you to sleep, okay? If for the people's sleeping emergency. And also teacher's job. I think this is the nature from the teacher's job. When teachers work, it is very, you have to put a lot of attention. Every minute, every second, you have to put your attention onto it. It's quite energy absorbing, energy consuming job. That's why teachers need a long break to regenerate. Anyway, I am just lucky that I have this job. Another thing I am trying to say, yes, recently I did some video, and I want to talk about these videos. For example, the one of almost most meaningless video. Eating tomato. The idea started totally, absolutely was a joke. I was trying to tease you, and just trying to to entertain you like a clown. Clown. Yes, like a comedian. And who on earth care to see a person eating, right? And also, the way people eating always looks so it's a very private thing. I do not like to show that, and I do not like to see to let people see me eating. But that day I was just thinking that will be very, very, very silly. It will be really silly to do a video of eating and the silliness of this act and the low level of entertaining quality, because there's nothing planned, anything. The low level of entertaining quality and intention by itself is very entertaining. And I remember one comedian or one comedian writer, he said the biggest joke is the plain truth. And I forgot how the word was exactly worded, but the plain and the pure truth, the very basic thing, sometimes can be very entertaining. And this entertaining has one condition, that is, you look at the people you care. And we have seen thousands of videos, millions, that there is, I think we cannot count the number of videos on YouTube. There are so many people doing things, and doing things like eating and doing some just random things. But if we click on a video of someone eating, we do not care. We will feel silly. Why you care? Why you like this video? Because this is your friend eating. This is the person you know who is doing something. And this connection makes it worthwhile to watch, and makes it touching. So I am very touched. I was trying to make a joke on you, and the joke is finally falling on me. The joke is on me. And in a good sense, in a good way, in a good manner. So all this has something behind it, that is daily life. The very basic daily life is very, very touching. I remember I saw my own children and also other children. students, my students, in school in lunchtime I'm on duty, and sometimes recess time, morning tea time, morning break, snack time. I was on duty and I see students eating, and there is a beauty in eating. There is absolutely a very, very touching thing when you see people eating passionately and eating something heart and soul. I remember I saw a child eating chips, and his eyes all open up and just so concentratedly and beautifully enjoying it. It is such a beautiful thing. And usually kids enjoy eating this unhealthy industrial food more, which is the truth. And it is quite hard to see a child eating a broccoli with heart and soul, eating a carrot with heart and soul. There are some good kids like this, but not so many. But anyway, so regardless of what to be stuffed into the stomach, when we are hungry, it is so delicious, and our craving for getting something into our stomach and slowly enjoy it, eat things bite by bite, and slowly, and looking at the food, looking this side, that side, and picking up a bigger piece, picking up a more delicious piece, and eating some strawberry, choosing the softer, and choosing the more darker color, darker red. It's just very, very touching. Yeah, so since I have nothing to do here, I do not want to watch movie because it tires the eye and brain. But still I cannot sleep. It's not really an insomnia, it's just a time difference, and I cannot do much movement. Everybody in the plane, I cannot do a bikini show in the plane like the Vietnam airline did a bikini show. That is so funny. Did you see that news? One of the Vietnam airline, they did a bikini show. 5 beautiful young lady showing bikini on the airplane to entertain the passengers, and this company got aviation controlling committee's fine for 900 something, 962 I think US dollars fine. I forgot, or 3,000 US dollars fine because they did something against the aviation rule. It was quite a joke. So I could not do anything in the airplane. It's in the night, so better I just use this time to do some blah blah blah. If I can hear it, and this digital camera has some problem. I cannot hear the voice. When I play this video, I cannot hear voice. The digital camera had problem. I think it happened almost immediately after we bought this camera, and we didn't return it. If we return it, it will take a few days, and the procedure, it's just too much work. So I kept it like this, and the advantage of it is that when I finish a video, I do not need to look back, because looking back at it does not help. Does not have voice, so just keep on doing my things, and when it is time to do editing, I go to computer to do editing. But still, with a defect camera, it has more pain than a right camera. So you just do according to your priority, or according to your interest, what is more important. To get a perfect camera is more important, then you change it. And to get something that works fine, and still has some defect, has some mistake, but workable, doable, acceptable, then do not bother to have the trouble to go through shipping it back, waiting for it to come back in, and explaining what was happening, all these procedures. So between having a perfect one and walk on through the procedure, it is your decision. And I took my decision, so I have to walk with my decision. We are talking away again. It's only 11 minutes I have talked. So there are still 2 hours before the plane land. So we still have some time to chat. And things I have nothing to do, just to spend some time with it. Maybe that's a good idea. When you cannot fall asleep, when you have insomnia, maybe you can try to talk to yourself, and talk until you are tired, or at least talk to get the things from your head out. That may help, actually. Now I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy just by this talking. It helped. So if we get insomnia, if we cannot fall asleep, you can sit quiet and try to fall asleep. And so oftentimes you try so hard. You try so hard that you cannot try. Do you know? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You are trying so hard, and the trying itself gives you pressure, gives you stress, and you try to achieve a result. The result is to sleep, and you force yourself to sleep. Then your brain is working hard on trying to be quiet and to sleep. And your brain has to function to make yourself quiet, and it generates energy to calm down yourself. Then you become more stressed and cannot fall asleep. So in this case, how about you try to talk and talk something inside your mind and speak it out. And when you drain all the stuffed things in your brain will be drained out, right? All this stuff, this stuff that's stuck in your brain will drain out through talking. Then you will have no burden, and naturally you will fall asleep. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. You can try to do it. If you cannot fall asleep, you're just talking. Okay, come back to my original thought. Before I started to make this video, I actually had a thought. That thought is, let's appreciate life. Let's appreciate everything in our life. So today, in lunch and dinner, the plain food is quite good. Actually, the airplane food is very decent, and I was because airplane you have nothing to do except eating and sitting there, right? So I was thinking, why should I not to prolong this time and enjoy this time? So I tried to eat everything very, very, very slow, and then the food is actually so much more flavorful much, much, much more flavorful. I have to confess, although the food is decent, it cannot compare with the tomato from my backyard, from my neighbor's backyard, and there is some natural and natural gifted quality of family grown food, backyard food. But if you do not have it, you can help at least by eating it slow. The condition is that you have a peaceful mind. You do not rush. Time can make your food delicious. You very, very, very slowly chewing a biscuit, a cookie, a cracker. You will feel the flavor is much, much more deep, rich than if you swallow it quickly. A burger, a vegetable, a bite of vegetable, anything. When you do it slow and take time to enjoy, it is very much more enjoyable. Maybe we can start an exercise that is eat slow. And if you cannot have the luxury of eating slow for the entire meal, for example, when my work starts, when I resume my school, my job, when school starts again, I definitely will not have the luxury to slow down eating. You cannot have 2 hours, 3 hours on table, right? But what we can do, at least you can slow down one part of the meal. For example, you can choose to slow down in eating the vegetable, or eating the salad, or eating the meat. But the meat, you have to eat it slow. The meat is difficult to digest if you do not chew it well. It does not have taste and also difficult to digest, right? So and I still remember the most delicious food I had was in New Zealand when we did whitewater rafting, and it was cold, and we all wore wet suits like in the beach, in surfing, those wet suits, and we went in the mountain, in the middle of the mountain with creek, and climb the mountain and jump into cold glacier water to pass through some water to get to our destination. In New Zealand, there are many this kind of pretty crazy stuff, and it just when people are enough of good life, they want to challenge themselves, and we did that. And then we were cold and suffering the whole morning, and enjoying. I have to say it was enjoying because the landscape was so unique. We saw something that we could never imagine to see, and I did not take any photo. It's one of our group friend took photo, and also you enjoy to be with the person you love, and you enjoy to be with some new company, and it was a group. It was a kind of a crazy group, and in our group there was one scientist lady from San Francisco, and she was doing some laboratory. It's a PhD or something, scientist kind of. There was one couple, one pair of people. I do not know whether couple means married or not. Is a young man and with his girlfriend or partner, and I think they were from UK, and the young man was a comedian, and his partner was a performer or something. And imagine a comedian, a stand-up comedian, how fun that could be, and have such a person in your suffering team. It was really hilarious. And the guide is a young lady. It's just some people who enjoy life, or who enjoy challenging the normal life. So we did not know each other, and after this we became very close. It's almost live or die. It's like the new. I have never seen the survival. I heard there was some survival movie. You went to deal with very harsh condition life. It was just one morning, and we went through climbing mountain, jump into water, and sleep into the slope or slide. The mountain, get down on the rock. It was very tough, and until our lunchtime, we were all so tired, so hungry, so cold, and the tour guide provided our lunch. It was in the tour contract, or it's included. So the lunch was white bread, or maybe some whole grain bread. It's bread, the most simple bread, a bread slice, and put lettuce, iceberg. We all know iceberg is the least nutritious and least tasty food. And bread with iceberg inside, and a piece of cheese, and it's also not the most delicate cheese. It's just Emmental. I forgot the name. Emmental. The Emmental cheese, and that's it. And it was so delicious. It was so delicious because we were hungry. Nothing can be a better appetite than being hungry. No ingredient in the whole wide world can be better off than the ingredient of being hungry. Being hungry is the best ingredient. So you need it, you crave for it, and you desire it, you dream about it, and you end up appreciate the food. And actually we were so hungry, we finished the cheese, and we end up eating white bread plus iceberg salad. It was so delicious. So I remember after that trip, I went back to California. The very first thing I buy was an iceberg salad and sliced bread. I ate it. It was delicious because of the memory, but it could never reach to the point of or to the degree of deliciousness as we were in that tour, in that trip, because we were missing one core element, that is hunger. The Hunger Game. Yeah, that was the starting of the Hunger Game. It was kind of like the Hunger Game. You were thrown into a very wild environment, like in the Hunger Game, the trees, the rocks. But we did not have poisonous thing, I don't think. But we did have some problem. One of my family member got infection, and serious infection, so we had to stop the travel for a while. I went to see doctor, and so we went back to the village and looking for a doctor. Check on the local yellow page, check for the doctor, emergency doctor, and went to see the doctor, make a long wait and saw the doctor. And then when we came back home, the first thing was to see a doctor to deal with the infection, and finally it was gone. It was all good, but it was quite an experience. And so let's eat our food slow. If we do not have time to eat the entire meal slow, we eat one piece of cake slow, one bite of bread slow, one bite of meat slow, one bite of vegetable slow, and chew it until it is having flavor. Another story I did not know, if you still remember, I think there are a lot of new friends here since that story happened. That was 2 or 3 years ago. I went back to Beijing, and I got a piece of bone stuck in my throat, and then it took a whole day to find that was a piece of stone stuck in my throat. And then I did a hospital operation and stayed in the bed. I made a book, not a book. I made a video of this, and I think that is it. The title is "That Is It." That is it. And I wrote a story in Chinese and posted on my Chinese blog, and I got a lot of friends' comments on it. It was quite a big thing. So because of my throat was stuck in the bone, and after operation, I think the operation was quite harsh, or the bone really irritated the skin inside my throat. So for a whole week I could not eat anything, and my life in Beijing, there were a few days, day and night, I could not eat anything and almost cannot drink, because even water, room temperature water, gets through that part. It hurts. And also, even just do not do anything, it hurts. It was very, very pain. And any solid food cannot get through. So for 1 week, my diet was banana, and I bought banana. I tried to buy the hard banana, but there were no hard banana, because Beijing does not produce banana, and it was banana imported or shipped from south of China. So when arrived Beijing, the banana already very soft, extremely soft. So I choose from the extremely soft to some harder one. And before I had this problem, this adventure, I like to eat old banana, soft banana. Now I cannot eat, no, because I ate a whole week soft banana, and I am so enough of it. Okay, how I ate the banana. I took one bite of banana, about half an inch, because I need to make it really small. From half inch to 1 inch, this size of a bite, and then put in my mouth and start to chew, because I can only eat one banana a day. Maybe I can eat more, but just I forgot the reason. I finally end up eating one banana or two bananas for one meal. So one day, 2 meals. So I ate 2 or 3 bananas for a day, and that for 1 week. And I bite it into my mouth. Bite it, bite. What is the past tense of bite? bite it. I think I bite it into my mouth and start to chew. And I count 8 times upper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 8 times down. I mean, I concentrate on the lower teeth, concentrate on the upper teeth, and 8 times on the left teeth, 8 times on the right teeth, and 8 times in the front section of my mouth, and 8 times in the backward section of my mouth. So 上8下，下8下，左8下，右8下，前8下，后8下， and 8 times by 6 of these directions. I ate 1 banana after I chew it. 6 by 8, 48 times. Can you imagine the liquid of the banana? And I was so appreciating. I could not explain how I appreciate that I was still alive. And I felt that I got a life that picked up from the entrance of the gate of hell. You did not know the story. You could not imagine the suffering I got and the treatment I got. I almost died, could not breathe and could not talk, but I have to suffer. I had to suffer for a whole day to run up and down hospital and went to X-ray, went to pay, went to this and that. It was humiliating. It was very bad experience. It was a tiny thing, but because of the treatment, it made me feel so end of the world. And through that treatment, through that little thing, I know other people has experienced much bigger things in life and much more eventful things in life. Mine, compared with others, is nothing, but still, we all have experience, and how much we learn through the experience is what this experience counts. Life is not how many breaths we take, is the moment that our breaths are taken away. That counts. The quality of the moments and the quality of our thoughts put into those moments. We are talking till sunrise, even the darkest dawn, even the darkest night will be broken by the dawn. No, even the darkest night will end 天再黑也会亮。No matter how dark the night is, when morning comes, the darkness will be over. I am just very, very grateful. What did I do that make me deserve?
Seatbelts, please.
Okay. One moment. I put my seatbelt. Oh yes, my seatbelt is on. I have put my seatbelt on all the time. What did I do to deserve this? I did not. I did not do enough to deserve it. It must be my previous life, my previous 10 lives. I must be the incarnation from a good soul. Otherwise, I cannot be so lucky. It's not fair. As we grow, a lot of things I cannot understand. One thing I cannot understand is that why I am so happy. I did not do good things. I mean, I did not do extraordinary things. I did not do enough good things. I am not smart. I am not good looking. I am not money is not from the last life. Anyway, it is not fair for me to be happy like this. It's not fair. So it's not my achievement so that bring me so much happiness. It is the previous lives good work. It is the karma. It is the accumulation of kindness from my previous life. And I am just lucky that I embodied into a person from all the good, one person or a soul that has already so many good things accumulated into that soul. Did I explain myself well? I am just lucky. I am just lucky I was not born a pig. And cochon. And well, being a cochon might be another happy thing we did not know. But I just feel that I cannot explain. These things I cannot explain. It must be that I am just lucky. Owing to or thanks to the previous life's accumulation of kindness, of good deeds. we have 5 minutes. This video will be finished because this video finish until 1 hour. And another lucky thing is that I can charge the battery of this I do not understand. I do not understand. It's not me. I didn't do enough good things to qualify all this goodness. And also another thing is, if people enjoying so much, either they had done a lot of good things before, so they qualify for this, or they will end up bad. Whichever way, I do not care. I do not care. I do not think about the future. I mean, I do not mind if later on I will suffer. I think I deserve it because I'm so lucky now. Or it's just fate, it's just destiny. And you make your effort, do as good as you can, and if you finished all your good karma, the bad karma will come. Or if your previous life has done enough good karma, you enjoy. Whichever way. If tomorrow is not as enjoyable, it is. Thank you.
What would you like to drink?
I would like to have some hot tea or coffee.
I have both. Which one?
Okay. Coffee with cream.
Coffee with cream?
Thank you.
Something